Number two, I like how it makes me feel when I remain disciplined. When I'm in a trade and my emotions are getting to me, the way I'm thinking is different, the way I'm feeling is different. I kind of like it. I like controlling the way I reacting to the way the price is making me feel. The beginning of this gap right here and start pushing back down, I sent out a new trade to the community. So that new trade idea would be here. Stop loss is actually all the way here. I want to give them the full room of the first trade because it's possible that this high could be taken and then price still choose to go low up without breaking this high that's located here on the 3 minutes. And now it's at 6,060, 69 or whatever. Honestly, I've lost 4 consecutive trades, bro. 4. And I still up from profiting off 2 trades. Risk management is key, bro. Welcome back to another video. Yeah, it is Monday, the new week. Shit, I still get this thing up on the screen. Alright, so it's Monday, the 19th of August. I had a trade last week. I got out of this trade a little bit early around here for 129 pips. Initially, I was aiming here at 19,595. And that was 157 pips. Price hit our take profit last night. That was Sunday. New week opening at 11:30. I was actually awake, but nobody sending a message out to the group updating people telling them we TP got hit. I know people in them been sleeping, people working, bro. So I updated them this morning, told them TP got hit, and in total, let me just get my phone so I can get the exact numbers for last week. And it's crazy because the week before that was a terrible week. It really sometimes does take one trade or 1 week or whatever. Just trust the freaking process. That trade can come. But for last week, we ended up catching 596 pips in total. 3 trades, 596 pips. I think that was the best week so far of the year. Anyhow, currently we in a trade, and the parameters of this trade are as follows. I ain't gonna go through as in like why I entered this trade, any analysis behind it or anything. I just giving y'all the update beforehand and the update after. So let me drop down to the smaller time frame so I can show y'all the exact entry. It was like around the 30, and instead of just giving it this little risk right here, which is okay to be very honest, right? Since is a reduced risk stop, yeah, that's about my stop losses, and I am aiming for, I mean, when I'm on a 5 minute it looks pretty far, but like I told ya, I like being in trades. No, it's not that far. I was aiming for that far. I like being in trades, so now if I said the longer I aim the better for me, or the longer I'm in this trade the better for me, but or the further I aim the better for me. But number one, risk to reward ratio is going to be positive. Number two, I like how it makes me feel when I remain disciplined. When I'm in a trade and my emotions are getting to me, the way I'm thinking is different, the way I'm feeling is different. I kind of like it. I like controlling the way I reacting to the way the price is making me feel. So the more I work under, the longer I hold trades, I think the better I will become at doing that. So this is the parameters of that trade. This is it. Sent it out to the community as well, and we're holding. I'm going to come back in and give you guys an update once we get to any area of interest. For me, areas of interest on this chart right now for this price would be okay. I thought we had a little fair value gap up here. Oh, we do. It's just so small. Alright, I have one here and one up here. I didn't even see this one here. We can mark this here as an area of interest to the upside, and just bring this one up right there as an area of interest to the downside. Alright, so we have our areas of interest set on the charts, and if price gets to any one of these, I'll open the camera, give you guys an update. Let's see how price is looking. You know, if it's going to the downside, if it's impulsive, then we might hold for TP. If not, it's just like weak price action approach in this area, then we'll possibly close it. Same thing to the upside. If price shoots past this area of interest, then I might consider closing it with a smaller loss. If it's just, you know, a wick going up to the side, then I might consider holding it for a reversal in price or for TP instead. So I'm gonna come back in a couple minutes and give you guys an update. Welcome back to another video. I'm in a trade, and this is about to be the quickest loss y'all ever seen. This is some bullshit, and I'm actually aiming for all the way here. I think I'll just do a 1 to 2 instead. 36 and 36 is 72, right? But if I was a 1 to 2, then I would have done get hit. I suppose I already be out of this trade. Alright, leave my entries now. My entries right now. If I'm aiming for above this high, which we haven't reached this yet. Yeah, so I might close the trade once we get to above here. This might be the emotions of me seeing this trade go so close to my stop loss talking. But let's see. This fair value gap to the downside doesn't look in favor of the bulls. But let's see. I'll come back and give you guys an update. Look like a minute from now, because I'm this close to my stop loss. And I actually entered 2 positions. I had another one somewhere up here, so a quick $50 loss. Anyways, I'm gonna come back and give you guys that update in a couple minutes. Alright, so I'm back and we lost this trade, as you can see here. We're on a 5-minute chart, really quick trade. Got into it, first position up here, second one down here, lost out to it. So let me just take off this volume and price, you know, tank. I kind of stepped away from the computer for a minute and I noticed this gap manipulation highs were taken, or yeah, liquidity was taken to the upside, impulsive move, and then the low that was farmed before liquidity was taken was broken impulsively with the fair value gap. So I saw the fair value gap here and then at the beginning here, and I thought, you know what, why not take the trade idea? If price comes back to this beginning of this fair value gap, then I'll be in. So I set a sell limit and I stepped away, but I got, you know, my trade got activated and price went this far into profit. I did not know. 99 pips into profit. I did not know. As basically I wanted to. Could have taken that and just been out, right? But like I said, I didn't know, and I just come back to the charts when we were like now going up here, and then when price hits the beginning of this gap right here and start pushing back down, I sent out a new trade to the community. So that new trade idea would be here. Stop loss is actually all the way here. I want to give them the full room of the first trade because it's possible that this high could be taken and then price still choose to go low up without breaking this high that's located here on the 3 minutes. So it's possible that this high doesn't get taken out, but it's still possible that this high gets taken out, because if you see the top here, we have a fair value gap. So it could run this high, touch this fair value gap somewhere there, and then start tanking. Or it could start tanking right now without actually coming back. I haven't actually opened this trade as yet. I sent it out as a sell limit, but I'm thinking to manually open right now. It's up like $30 something, but it's a small position, so I'm just in the trade and letting it get from point A to point. If I notice that, you know, we have strong bullish impulsive candles or price action to the upside, then I'll close the trade in whatever amount of profit, or even at break even if I see that we're, you know, pushing to go beyond this point and stay beyond this point. If it looks like we're just going up here to take liquidity, then I go and I'm gonna open that other position as well. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys that update. But this is how it is right now, and I'm aiming for this blue line right to the bottom here, a little bit over at 601. So yeah, let's see how it goes. That's 116 pips away. So yeah, this is more than a 1 to 2 then. It's more like a 1 to 3. And this is about 1 to 2. Alright, so 1 to 3 and a 1 to 2. Alright, let's see how it goes, and I'll come back in and give you guys an update. Oh, by the way, snap, before I forget to tell you, I've partnered with HFM Broker, Hot Forex Markets, for those who might not know. Very popular in Africa and Asia and so on. It's a very popular broker, but they've given me like a competition or a giveaway to give back to my subscribers and the members of the Telegram community and Instagram, where everyone that signs up using my referral link and trades at least one lot, I'll put the video that they created for me to advertise either while I'm talking or when I'm done, but you trade a total of one lot and create a premium account with a minimum deposit of $75 at least, and from now until the 30th you have a chance to win a $500 US account, a $250 US account, and a $100 US account. So 3 prizes they're giving away just to my subscribers or persons using the link to create an account. So it is a referral link, by the way, so using it means I get a small commission, but it's paid from the broker. It's not money that's paid from you. So yeah, you want to help support the channel or anything, you can go ahead and create an account with them, start trading, and have the chance to win one of the 3 accounts. But that would be it for right now. The link to the broker, my referral link, would be in the description. It will be the first link, the broker I use, so you can go ahead and create your account. I'll come back in and give you guys an update with this trade a couple minutes, maybe a couple hours from now as well. But yeah, this is the new trade parameters. I already took 1 L for the day, and this is the second trade. So Alright, welcome back to. I honestly don't know if it has been new videos now. Like I can't remember whether I closed out the last video. I'm gonna tell y'all, come back and update y'all on this here stuff, or I just pause it and come back. But regardless, this trade that we entered, it was what, Tuesday afternoon? Yeah, Tuesday afternoon, just hit stop loss this morning, Wednesday morning. So I was still in it, I was holding the trade, so you know. And I entered two positions, you know, one up here and one down there. Both hit stop loss in the same place. And it looks like price just manipulated to the upside, took me out, and is now pushing down. So I entered a trade, you know, I treated this as a new trade. Yesterday's trade was a loss. It had to take liquidity at my stop loss before moving in that general direction. That is my analysis. That is my outlook towards the market right now. And I am in this trade risking a whole 130 pips, aiming for, wait, why am I aiming for 260? 130 and 130 is 200. Cool. 1 to 2. So realistically, I would possibly take it out at this first line right here, which can be a little bit over 1 to 1, 19.5, 98. I'm good around there, and that would make back all the losses that I had for the past 2 days with all these trades, and this one, can't forget this one trade would make that back. So let's see how this goes. The account is now down from, when it was how far it went, 6,200 and something, and now it's at 6,060, 69 or whatever. Honestly, I've lost 4 consecutive trades, bro. 4, and I still up from profiting off 2 trades. Risk management is key, bro. I've been telling you, actually I didn't tell you all this, but I'm telling you all this now. Risk management is key, bro. Manage the risk, keep it small. Even when I'm risking this much, I'm risking 130 pips on this trade. If I lose, it's $50 out in my account. If I lose this trade, I am still up from 2 trades in profit. I like the ads. I like the sound of them. I like though. Anyways, so that's the parameters of this trade. And you know something, I watched one of the YouTubers that I was watching, and he left in the background noise. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna show y'all why I be cutting out sometimes. And this is why I just do 90% of the cuts, right? I live not too far away from the airport that suddenly get 100 new fucking planes, and not too far away from the road that suddenly get 100,000 new cars and trucks and loud ass bikes that think them is CBR, but realistically there's a CG or a trip. So that's why I was be cutting a lot, but he left it in, so it kind of was a little bit distracting, so I probably shouldn't left it in. But just so y'all know why I'm cutting, I left it in. I left in all the background noise for this video. But yeah, this is the parameters of the trade. This is what I'm aiming for, this is what I'm risking, and yeah, I'll come back in and give you guys the update once we get to either an area of interest or take profit or stop loss. You never know. Let's make these videos as full of as much value as I can possibly give without taking up as much time, you know, just the main points of it, you know, why I entered it, why I exited, I'm in it, this is the result. So yeah, you see another plane. I was just explaining to y'all that a plane in the background. Here comes another plane. That's how it goes. Anyway, come back and check with y'all in a couple of minutes, man. Welcome back to another video. I think it should be a new video, or I'm continuing yesterday's video. I probably am. I gotta start shooting early in the morning. This is the best freaking lighting this room got. But alright, so it's 8:08, way before I enter a trade in the morning. But yesterday, I think the last update I gave to y'all was that I took this L. No wait, did I take this L yesterday, or this was since Tuesday? This L here that I entered Tuesday as well only hit stop loss yesterday, and then here comes a plane. I can talk to y'all through it just so y'all can hear why it's cutting out and how long I just wait before it got cut out. Yesterday's trade that I entered after getting this loss right here, it was a sell. It went in a little bit of profit, but eventually went against me. I sent a screenshot to the group saying that I would be closing with about, I think it was like 70 pips loss instead of the full, where is it? 129 pips, so I closed a bit early, maybe like somewhere around here, like so, right? And I noticed there was like a little fair value gap for a push to the upside, because the thing was I was going through some notes yesterday from my journal and so on, and based on the screenshots, my winning trades don't linger in the red So like yesterday, for example, this trade mostly lingered in green if we're talking about the upper entry, but the lower entry, that if you look closely, is actually like right here. This lingered mostly in the red because this one right here was that trade, and price lingered mostly in the red, so that was a losing trade. And most of my losing trades linger in the red, and most of my winning trades linger in the green. I don't know if linger is a word, but what I'm trying to say is that price usually stays in the green zone if I'm buying, stays above my entry longer. That's how I'm able to like tell whether this trade is going to be a successful trade or not, or a winning trade or a losing trade. If the price is lingering in the red mostly, like for example it was doing yesterday, my stop loss was above here, right? But price just went this much into profit, and then for the most part we were, you know, lingering in the red. So I thought to myself, this looks like, you know, a losing trade because we are spending a lot of time in the red. So I closed that one early, and I noticed that fair value gap. I saw a retracement into the fair value gap. I know this fair value gap isn't before any highs or lows were broken. That was formed before any liquidity was swept. But look closely, because even though this price action right here is a sweep on liquidity, this large bullish then followed by the large bearish candle, it is a sweep on liquidity. But this candle right here, as we zoom in, this bearish candle that's above this bullish candle, it actually, because the bearish candle is higher than the highest point of the bullish candle, it actually qualifies it to be a high, a valid high. So given the fact that this was a valid high, even though this was manipulation, yes, we count this as manipulation, but this high does not need to be broken before I can confirm, based on my own analysis, that price might want to look to go up. Why? Because this was not the high that was formed before liquidity was taken to the downside. So instead, this one right here, the one that we could hardly see and make out as a high, that one was the high that was formed before liquidity was taken to the downside. So you know me, high that was formed before liquidity is taken to the downside, as long as we have a close above that with an impulsive candle or fair value gap like right here, then I'm in it. Stop loss below there, and we even have another fair value gap right here and another one supporting it right here as well. So either one of these entries would have been good. I took the first one because I ain't sure if price was coming down back to the other three, but we did. And you know, overnight we eventually just moved higher. I mean, we had this little retracement here back into another fair value gap that was created after the first set was filled. But yeah, we had that push, and if I was still in the sell yesterday, if I didn't use my own analysis, my own trading results and stuff to help better my results, then this would have been a loss. I would have hit stop loss, I would have been holding a losing trade overnight, and you know, I would have feel different this morning. I want to feel no type of big different, because it's a very small trade, it's a very small position. We all this distance, we barely like $50, $40 some dollars in profit. So still grateful, but it's not something that, you know, I would be moved about. Being honest with you, even though my stop loss was there, this is not the target where I would like to get out of this trade, because I'm aiming for a 1 to 2. So I'm risking 67.8 pips or 105, right? That's the nearest swing. So aiming for a 1 to 2, I would, the earliest I would close this trade is at 68 and 68 is going to be what? 8 and 8, 6 is 20, and 8 and 8, 16, so it's 36, 136, right there. This would be the earliest point at which I close the trade, and 105 and 105 would be 210, which would be a 1 to 2, considering the amount that I would risk for this trade. Not saying that I am risking this, but it is saying that this is the amount of risk required for price to get from point A to point B without passing this point. So like I said before, I believe that price always moves from point A to point B. It will do a lot of ups and downs before it gets there, but this is the destination, this is where it came from. So not saying that price is gonna go up there, because I also have this area marked up, which is an hourly fair value gap, and it's possible that price gets to this point, you know, but let me just watch. If I come to the charts to analyze this morning, because I'm going to treat it like a new day regardless, but if my analysis is in favor of longs, of buying, then I'll leave this trade open. If not, then I'll close this trade before 9:30. or once we get to the first TP at 136 pips away. That would be 99.39. So gonna let it run and then come back in and give you guys an update. I really need to start opening this camera early in the morning. Like, I used to believe like this room, you know, light. But anyways, come back in and give you guys that update in a couple of minutes.
Bye, have a great time.